Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's a very nervous introduction from me. We are, of course, backed by the Season 4 Ladbrokes, and I am here for the starting 11 prediction show as Liverpool prepare to travel to the Etihad Stadium to face Manchester City in the Champions League quarter-final leg 2 with a 3-goal advantage. If I get this one wrong, I might not do another Start 11 prediction show because there's pretty much one side and one side only that Liverpool can put out in this game. So we're going to start with Lloris Karius. He's going to go in nets, not up front. I think right back has to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then the two centre-halves, Dejan Lovren, big Virgil van Dijk, and Andy Robertson. Yes, that's the back five, isn't it? Gini Wijnaldum kind of has to play the six. Obviously, Jordan Henderson has picked up another yellow card in the competition and misses this game through suspension. I think James Milner will probably sit in something like that. And then you've probably got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain there. Now, I'm going to line this up as a 4-3-3, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was a little bit more like that and a bit more of a 4-2-3-1. But I will leave it just as a 4-3-3 for now. I think Mo Salah is going to start. I think it's all smoke and mirrors, to be honest with you, in the press conference this afternoon about Mo Salah. I think Sadio Mane goes there. And I do think that it's going to be Bobby Firmino back up front. I don't really think you've got that many choices to be had. Are you going to play Moreno over Robertson? Nah. Are you going to play Masterson over Lovren? Nah. Are you going to play Klein over Trent? Probably not. Not with only having one game and not with how well he performed last time out. I think the subs bench is probably where I'm going to get something wrong. Simon Mignolet, back up for the keeper. Alberto Moreno will be the backup left back. I think Masterson stays in the squad there. I think Klein might make the squad. I think Ragnar Klavan, Danny Ings, and then probably Dom Solanke. And I wouldn't be surprised if Emre... I don't know, we don't know what's happening with Emre Can, but just in case Emre Can is available for this game, I'd probably swap him out for Ings, because I think Dom Solanke will be able to relieve us a little bit of pressure and hopefully hold the ball up, but I don't think he'll be available. As such, I think that is the starting 11. I think that is the subs bench. And I don't think we've really got any more cards to play. I mean, I really, really don't. Robert Bellamy, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. It means the absolute world to us. Robertson is out. Hang on. JS8. If, my word. You just pooed me kecks. If Robertson is out, do you think Klein will play left back? No, I think Moreno will just play left back. I really do. I think, after being out for nearly a year, he's probably not going to play 2 games in 3 days. You know what I mean? And Moreno comes on and gets his legs. I wouldn't be surprised if Salah was unfit if we were to see Moreno there and Mane there, to be honest with you, just to give us a little bit more defensive cover from that left-hand side. Bradley Coleman saying Salah is fit, ? I reckon he is. I reckon he's going to play tomorrow.
An interesting one here. Adam Weaver says, Chris, what are your thoughts on using Salah as a sub, trying to see out the first half with maybe Moreno left wing?
No. Honest answer. Because we looked so much worse when Salah went off the pitch last time. He is just a threat, and even if he's at 90%, Man City won't know that. And Man City will be worried about the threat of Mo Salah. So I think for us, even as a decoy, even if he's not 100% fit, he'll be a better option for us. And I don't think it's a bad shout. I really don't. I just don't think it will happen. I definitely wouldn't do it. But as I say, if Salah is out, I could see that Moreno starts in that left wing position and Mane moves over to the right. And, from a defensive standpoint, Moreno will be able to help Robertson. If Walker and Sterling, who I expect to play in this game, are both attacking down that right-hand side, it could be advantageous to have almost the second left back there. And on the right-hand side, we know Mane knows what he's doing. And, the struggles that Man City have had at left back this season, if it's Laporte, I fancy Mane against Laporte. If it's Delph, I fancy Mane against him as well. I expect we'll see from Manchester City Fernandinho. I expect we'll see Silva. I expect we'll see De Bruyne, Sane, Sterling and Aguero in this game, and then it'll be just a back four. Take your pick for who's going to start left back, maybe Laporte again. That's how I think Man City are going to come at it. I think Liverpool have to soak up pressure, play on the counter-attack, hopefully get an early goal, put the tie to bed. But this is going to be a massive game of football, and we're not going to have it all our own way. But I don't think equally that we're going to sit back and just invite pressure. We only know one way to play. and we will play counter-attacking football against Man City. We'll try and win the ball back, but we'll be conservative in our pressing, you know, and our counter-pressing. We're not going to go all out and tire ourselves out. I thought we did that really well last week. Although we were under the cosh in the second half, we didn't allow them a shot on target all game. But equally, we didn't blow ourselves out like we did in the victory at Anfield in the Premier League. And that's important. It's knowing when to press, knowing how to press, and knowing who to press at the right time. That's how Liverpool go through this game. Equally, Man City, a great side, they could beat us, no problem. They could beat us 3-0, 4-0. We've seen them do it 5-0 this season already. We've got to be smart. We've got to make sure that we progress. That is the ultimate aim. Then I got another comment for us, Tom.
Mike Flint says no midfielder subs can't be good.
Yeah, you know what? Tired. I think I've messed that up, haven't I? I've put 3 defenders on there. If Klein and Klavan are in there, maybe you'll see someone like a Camacho or something like that in there as well.
Apparently Woodburn's back in training.
Oh, well, yeah, Woodburn in there.
But what would you, with your bench there, how would you say if Milner gets injured, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Probably go to something like, so say, all right, Milner goes injured, yeah? Then you're looking at something like that, you know what I mean? And then you're asking for a proper 3-4-3. Something like that is what I would look to do. It's not ideal, obviously, but equally, you could throw either Moreno on for Robertson, leave him there. Or you could put Kleiny in there as well. You've got options with those 2 defenders. It's not ideal, of course, it's not ideal, but I think you'd rather do that than bring on Camacho or Woodburn when you're under the cosh, I think.
Connor Kelly's give us £2 and said, "Do you like my staffy?" He's got a picture of a dog in his. Yeah, it's a good.
I've not seen it. I can't see it.
Staffy, yeah.
He says it's an alright staffy. Connor Kelly, it's a great staffy, I think. It's only like this big. He's a little bit small. That's the only thing I can say. I wouldn't like to give a tactical analysis on it. Yeah, he looks like a nice dog, mate. Thanks for the super chat. Is Emre defiantly out, Chris, says Luke Porteous. Definitely out. Definitely out. I don't know. I mean, the rumours are that he was done for the season. Pearce came out last week and said that that's not the case, but we've had no word on when he's going to be back. So honest answers, I don't know right now. I might check Physio Room when I'm done here. Physioroom.com does have up-to-date injury information on lots of Premier League sides. If you Google Physio Room Liverpool, you should be able to get there. It normally tells you how long they're going to be out for. So probably should have checked that before I'd done this video, but I didn't. I'm excited to do the video, that's why. So there you go, one more.
Callum Gilbert, sorry for missing your super chat, mate. He says, injury room says Robertson and Moreno are injured, and then the face where like you brace, like you clench your teeth. That emoji.
Do you want me to act out the emojis? Is that why you brought it up?
We did this the other day. No.
Nobody wants to see my teeth clenched, do they? Let's be honest. Sounds okay. Well, there we go. Thank you very much for joining us. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the Redmen TV on YouTube. If you're not onto the redmentv.com, get over there. I've just done a stats and tactics weekly show. That'll be up tomorrow on the Everton game. We've looked at Gini Wijnaldum in the 6. If you're a little bit unsure, we take a huge focus on Gini Wijnaldum and show you why he can perform at a top level, even against Manchester City in this tie. It is worth the subscription alone, but I won't be the one to tell you that. Our subscribers will tell you that. It's the best show on there. They know it. Paul knows it. Tom knows it too.
There's another one from Callum Gilbert, nice one. Says, Payjack nudes if we get to the final, question mark.
I'm considering just doing Payjack nudes if we get through this. You know what I mean? I'm not even asked about the final. I just want to get through this. I just want to sing my heart out in the away end. I can't wait. Me and Paul are going to be there. It's going to be amazing. You should be there too if you've got a ticket. If you haven't, support Liverpool the only way you know how. By being loud, by being vocal, wherever you are. Sing your heart out, up the Reds. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on the Redmen TV.